Testing. Check, check. Check, check, check. Okay. So apparently audio has been down this entire time, so that's cool. Apologize for that. Testing. Check. Well, that's working now. Cool. Sorry if that was loud, guys. I just wanted to make sure that we had audio now. Again, apologies that the audio was down there. To quickly recap, we are currently heading towards Grand Ledge, Michigan. We're heading north on M66. We just crossed over the Thornapple River. We're going to jump on M43 and head east. It's going to be a little bit less of an stream today. We're going to be focused on driving because it's Owen is at work over in Kent County, so not able to be as interactive in terms of watching chat. It's going to be solely focused on getting ground truth underneath the storm today. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for all of those pink shaded regions, pink shaded counties on the radar there, as well as some severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Kalamazoo County, Ottawa County, Allegan County, Barrie County, Kent County, Van Buren County, Montcalm. Actually, I'm sorry, Montcalm is just a severe thunderstorm watch, and Barrie County is just a severe thunderstorm watch. But we do have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Kalamazoo, Allegan, Barrie, Ottawa, and Kent County until 1:15 p.m. The severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 7 p.m. this evening. We do have some decent clearing now. It was very cloudy this morning. We're definitely in the warm arid advection now. Plenty of clearing off to our southeast. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens over here on the eastern half and the eastern half of the state later this afternoon. This is the probability table for the severe thunderstorm watch. So I'll leave this up on the screen here for a little bit. Overall probability of severe weather within the severe thunderstorm watch is about 70%. So, but I'll leave that up for just a second so folks can take a look. Significant severe weather threats are going to be low to very low. Probably 20% or less on all of them if I had to guess. But yeah. And we do have another what sounds like. But okay, so that is to the south of Michigan. So we won't worry about that. The camera fixed there for you guys too. So we're now in Woodland Township, which was my initial chase target for today. We're going to go a little bit further east, I think, give these storms a little bit more time to get together. They're kind of conglomerating into a large linear segment. So we'll probably have a nice hopefully have a nice shelf cloud to get some photos of today. I continue to watch these discrete cells, or these more discrete areas of convection out ahead of that main line, which is approaching the US 131 corridor right now. Switch to full screen camera. Excuse me, full screen camera here. And I'm gonna mute for a minute, and then I'll jump back in here in a second. I'll swap it over to radar occasionally as well. I do need to talk to a couple of people very quickly. Okay, so we are turning on to M43 eastbound now. As you can see out ahead of us here, we have a decent amount of clearing. Do have some scattered cloud cover, but there is a large amount of clearing with plenty of sunshine as well. Definite warm air advection in this area. We're up to 75 degrees here at this current location. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this heating allows the moist air in this area to destabilize and how these thunderstorms that are moving this way will take care of it or will interact with it. So we're going to continue to watch this conglomeration, this linear segment of storms as it moves into the area. Just testing some of the features. We have a new piece of technology that we're using while streaming, uh, which does a couple of things. A, it's just super simple to use. I don't have to know, and even if it's in the passenger seat or I'm in the passenger seat, we don't have to keep switching programs on the computer screen itself. We can simply hit a button on this Stream Deck here, which is the piece of technology that we have. Hit a button on it, and it will change what you guys are seeing or what you're hearing, what I'm seeing, all kinds of different things. And that's super helpful for us because it cuts down on distractions and it's very easy to use, especially when you're solo chasing. So I'm really enjoying this so far, but I am just playing with it, so that's what's happening with me changing the scenes here. So severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect. We are getting some storm reports coming in, some wind reports coming in from Ottawa County primarily for non-severe winds. They're about 40 miles an hour. Between 40 and 50 miles per hour from automated weather stations in the area. So those are the sort of winds that are going to be moving through Kent County, Kalamazoo County, Barry County here very shortly, Montcalm County, and Ionia County over the next hour or so. And then again, remember, for those of you to the east of the US 131 corridor, and especially east of those counties I just listed, Ionia, Barry, Kalamazoo, these storms are expected to intensify over the next several hours as they move into this more favorable environment where we've had this clearing that's evident on stream here, this scattered clearing, and the sun has been able to peek through and it's heating this moist air mass over here. And what that does is it causes destabilization in the atmosphere, increases the amount of energy, the convective available potential energy that's in the air, in the atmosphere. And the storms need that energy to sustain themselves and to intensify. And so we're going to have to closely watch these storms as they move into this environment for a higher severe potential as compared to what we're seeing right now on the west side of the state. We're approaching our target area, so at this point, I'm starting to look for a nice open field, preferably elevated to some degree, that we can pull over at and point the stream camera towards the west, so we can watch these storms come into the area here. It will we'll continue to evaluate radar and decide if we need to move, or if we're good where we're at, or if there's another storm that looks more promising, another area of the line of storms, I should say, that looks more promising. And this may actually be where we set up, to be honest with you, because we've got a nice road here. Let's see what this looks like real quick. It is dirt. Don't necessarily like that, but should mean that it's not very highly trafficked and it's dry for the most part, so it's not muddy at this point. Definitely don't want to stay on it. If it rains, though, don't want to get stuck. So I think that we'll try to sit right here for just a minute at least. We'll just take a look at radar here in more detail. And there is a new mesoscale discussion to the southeast of Michigan for a tornado watch, likely. Where is that? Right there. Yeah, that's for all of this area here. We're likely going to see a tornado watch in this area. Okay, so at this point, just to give a quick radar update. So this is Kent County here. This is the city of Grand Rapids, and we have this line of storms that's approaching the US 131 corridor that runs right through here. And this is all severe thunderstorm warned. So these are all warned for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Go ahead and pull up velocities here really quick. Let this load. And so again, these are all warned for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And we've got pockets there. Could be approaching that range. So radar is indicating winds at about 45 miles per hour through here. But again, this is awfully close to the radar site, so we're looking very close to the ground. It's possible that there are, or it's likely rather, that there are some higher wind gusts up above the ground level. And the question will be whether they can mix down to the surface, and the amount of cape that we have is going to be key in doing that. And of course, there's more cape convective available potential energy over here as you approach the US 127 corridor on the eastern part of the state. So Kalamazoo County, Portage, so southern Kalamazoo County, Pavilion. You guys could be looking at some small hail, perhaps, with this cluster here. Some small hail could be embedded in there. Looks like maybe Plainwell as well. You guys could have some small to perhaps medium-sized hail falling there. Updated the severe thunderstorm watch for this area. What is different about this? Doesn't appear that anything is different there. Severe thunderstorm warning for Ottawa County has been canceled. And this cell here, south of Marshall, is going to be something I want to watch closely because it's more discrete in nature. Not seeing anything immediately concerning at this point, but certainly something to keep an eye on and drop south on 127 if needed as that transitions up towards Eaton Rapids. Pull this closer to me a second, guys. Stand by one. Full screen radar for you guys. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning for Allegan and Van Buren County has also been allowed to expire as the storms have moved out of that area. Yeah, so Pavilion, you guys are probably going to be seeing some very heavy rain and small hail. Perhaps some small hail embedded within the cell here as it transitions to the northeast towards Pavilion, towards Battle Creek. This line has really filled in. We do have a tornado watch down here for the south of Michigan now, just out of curiosity. Yeah, so tornado watch in effect for Ohio and parts of eastern Indiana there. So this area here is what we're going to be sort of watching as this line continues to transition to the northeast. We want to keep a close eye on this stuff out ahead of the main line. As this more discrete stuff will have the, and I want to stress this, the threat is low, but the discrete stuff out ahead of the main line here is going to have the best shot at being tornadic, in my opinion. Though I won't rule out a tornado possibility with this line either. This discrete convection, semi-discrete convection out ahead of that main linear system is going to have the most potential for severe hazards, including tornadoes. The main line is going to be primarily a wind and hail threat. Just want to take a look at various chats here. Discord. So I do want to take a look at the Kalamazoo County storm again, as there were some rotation signatures evident earlier. There is still a little appendage here, south of Portage, south of Pavilion. Certainly bears watching. And while we're sitting here, I'd like to find a good south option. Looks like our best south options are going to be 69 and 66. Interstate 69 and M66. There are some rural options as well. Have a new severe thunderstorm warning coming in. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and deploy on this, or start targeting this a little bit more aggressively now. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Kalamazoo County. This does have a tornado possible tag on it. So what this means is, while it's not immediately likely, this storm has a little bit more potential than your average thunderstorm to produce a tornado. So with these types of thunderstorm warnings, I like to tell people that you don't need to go to a tornado shelter. But you should start making preparations to move to a tornado shelter in the eventuality that you do have a tornado warning issued for your area. And so we're going to start heading towards the Battle Creek area in Calhoun County. We're going to head back towards M66 here and head south. Once again, severe thunderstorm warning now in effect, and it does have a tornado possible tag on it, and for Kalamazoo County. So Pavilion, Vestaburg, Pavilion, or I'm sorry, not Vestaburg, Galesburg, Pavilion, Climax, Battle Creek. All of you guys should be aware of this severe thunderstorm that's going to be moving into your area or is over your area currently. Hail up to 1 inch in diameter, damaging winds to 60 miles per hour, and perhaps a brief weak tornado could be possible with this severe thunderstorm in Kalamazoo County moving into Calhoun County. So go ahead and get to a safe place, move indoors, go ahead and get your supplies ready in case you need to move to a tornado shelter location, if there is a tornado warning that is issued. But we've been watching this Kalamazoo County storm here for a little bit now. And it does have a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning tag on it now as well, so. Severe thunderstorm warning for Cass County, it looks like. Issued by the National Weather Service in northern Indiana. 60 mile per hour winds is the threat for this severe thunderstorm warning here. And that's St. Joseph and Branch County, not Cass. So St. Joseph County and Branch County, you're now under a severe thunderstorm warning until 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Threat here is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So go ahead and move indoors to away from doors and windows, interior room. Definitely watching the Calhoun County storm closely as we start heading towards Battle Creek. Because again, that's discrete and it's out ahead of that main line of storms. And so that's going to have potential to intensify. Stem 66. So we're heading west back towards M66 to drop south on M66 and head towards the Battle Creek area. There is a severe thunderstorm warning for 1 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and a tornado is also possible with the severe thunderstorm warning that's currently in effect for Kalamazoo County. So that is my primary focus right now, but we're watching this Calhoun County convection very closely, as well as the rest of the line here. They start seeing some lightning with this storm front out in front of us here. I'd like to get past this semi here. So we get past this semi. So folks along the US 131 corridor in Kent County, this is an intense storm. Okay, we're receiving multiple reports from my family members as well as from folks in the West Michigan Weather Discord server that it's very, very gusty winds, very heavy rainfall, plenty of lightning and thunder. You do not want to be outside for this. Severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for all of Kent County, as well as Kalamazoo County and Berry County until 1:15 p.m. Go ahead and move indoors. There's very heavy rain, lots of lightning, some small hail has been reported. Of course, the semi turned the way that we're going. But there is only one car now, so hopefully we'll be able to pass this semi here very quickly. And we'll be able to blast south. This is what we're going to be looking at here. Very dark over here. The camera doesn't do it justice. It's very dark. Off to the west-southwest. Latest Storm Prediction Center convective outlook, the day one severe weather outlook for Michigan remains unchanged. Slight risk in effect for areas south and east of Kalamazoo to tip of the thumb line, essentially. Places to the southeast of that are under a slight risk. Places to the northwest and to the west of that line are and a marginal risk. And then, of course, beyond that, further to the northwest, there is a general thunderstorm risk. But bottom line is the risk remains unchanged from our graphics that we posted earlier this morning. Be okay with following this truck if they could find the cruise control button. 1 minute they're doing 50 miles an hour, and the next minute they're doing 60. So they did look at radar. Pass this truck here in a few moments. As soon as we get over this hill, hopefully we'll be able to see if there's any oncoming traffic. Live look at radar. Uh, Continue to have that line of storms transition to the east of the US 131 corridor. We're currently targeting the Battle Creek area in Calhoun County. As the line of storms approaches that area, tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Kalamazoo County. It looks much better, much less of a tornado threat now as far as what I can tell. But nonetheless, that tornado possible tag does exist on that severe thunderstorm warning for Kalamazoo County. I'm not totally going to rule out a tornado yet, looking at velocities on radar. It'd certainly be probably brief week if there was a tornado, but there are some discrepancies there or some indications on radar that there is some minor rotation ongoing with that Kalamazoo County storm cluster there to the south of I-94. That's going to continue to transition to the northeast towards Battle Creek. And it's probably hard to tell in the camera, but we do have a shelf cloud. Go full screen camera. Pointed out the passenger window for you guys. Do have a shelf cloud. Of course, there's trees as soon as I point the camera. There is a shelf cloud associated with this main convective line. We'll be able to see here in this clearing. It's hard to tell in the camera. Sorry, guys. Again, we're heading south on M66, heading towards Battle Creek area, trying to get on these storms as they approach the city of Battle Creek. Probably will go east a little bit while we're continuing south here, just so we're staying ahead of the storms. Additional 45-mile-an-hour wind gust reports coming in from weather stations in Ottawa and Kent County.